What characteristic properties characterize different solids? How can these properties be tested? Solids are everywhere. In order to identify various solids, scientists rely on their characteristic properties. A characteristic property is a distinctive trait that can be observed and helps identify a substance. The objective of this lab is to identify the characteristic properties of solids. The materials that you'll need for this lab are a multimeter, a graduated cylinder, water, a magnet, and a balance. Solids can be identified according to their characteristic properties. Test 1, electrical conductivity. Turn on the multimeter. Without letting the electrodes touch one another, bring them in contact with the object to be identified. If the needle moves, the substance conducts electricity. Test 2, verification of magnetism. Bring the magnet close to the substance. If the magnet attracts the substance, then it is magnetic. Test 3, calculation of density. Measure the mass of the sample. Calculate the measure of its volume. This process is called the displacement of water. In this case, we're going to add 15 milliliters of water to the graduated cylinder. Calculate the density by dividing the mass by its volume. Use the mass and volume in this example to determine the density of this unknown substance. How are we able to identify the various solids in this lab? Create a hypothesis explaining your observations. What characteristic properties do the solids in this lab display? Hopefully you will now be able to conduct tests to identify the characteristic properties of various solids using the procedures in this video.